Oh, Leo, Leo, Leo. It looks like you have gone through it. I already have some of your cards drawn and on the table. We are going to be looking at the tarot and astrology for May 2022, or whenever you're watching this, really. I think that some of these messages will be timeless, especially with the tarot, but with the astrology, we're specifically looking at this upcoming month. Before we dive too far into your reading, I just want to thank all of you who have supported this channel with your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. It's with all of your support that I'm able to continue putting out these messages and doing this incredible work. And extra special thank you to all of my patrons on Patreon. I'm actually offering exclusive live streams and weekly updates, amongst other things. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, definitely check me out on Patreon. It's a great way to support my work and this channel. And I do have a sale on my website as well. So people who are looking for a personal reading or Reiki session, now is a great time to book. Everything is 15% off until May 16th using the code ECLIPSE, and you can use that both in my store and in my online schedule. Anyways, Leo, let's get into your reading here. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. And from this, we had the Ace of Cups in reverse. And this is kind of the lesson you've been learning from the situation. Honestly, it feels like you've been beating a dead horse, and I'm just going to kind of shoot straight. It feels like you've been stuck in a relationship that you know just isn't going to work. You know that this is something that is not working now. It feels very out of balance with the Justice card in reverse. That's very obvious. There hasn't been an equal give and take. It's just not good energy. I don't like seeing this. I was really, I felt the pain of the Ten of Swords here. Even though the Ten of Swords is in reverse, this wasn't you coming out of a rock bottom situation. It's almost like you're staying in something, trying to make something work against all odds. And I feel like it's almost like you've put so much energy into this relationship or into a situation that it made it even harder to let go because you already put so much time and energy into it. It kind of became this catch-22, and I feel like I feel like some of you might still be in this situation, and if you are, I gotta be honest, I think you just need to get out of this relationship. You need to get out of this energy. It feels like something has already kind of come to a close. I could actually see this being a divorce for some of you. And this is really, really interesting. May is honestly one of the more challenging months this entire year. And for you, Leo, it might be one of the hardest months. We have the eclipse in Scorpio. And this eclipse in Scorpio is affecting your home, your sense of belonging, your sense of family, your roots, where you come from, essentially. It is very much being impacted by this energy. And we also have Taurus season playing out in your career. All of this is kind of opposing against your career. We have the sun, we have Venus entering into Taurus as well, which is beautiful. But it's kind of in contrast to this eclipse. And we've already had an eclipse in April, a new moon eclipse, a solar eclipse. And that could be bringing some disruptions to your career or your role in the world. So kind of the main stages of your life are already really impacted. And then with the eclipse we have in Scorpio, it's actually forming a square with Saturn. It is a bending of the nodes as well. And the nodes themselves represent where the eclipses occur. And when they occur right on here, with the lunar eclipse happening on the south node, there really is a lot of letting go of karma and baggage and stuff that's just not serving your growth or progression as a person anymore. And it feels like maybe some of you wanted to move and you're not able to move with the Eight of Cups in reverse, or there's just some sort of challenge. It's just hard to move forward. There could even be some sort of legal or bureaucratic situation. Maybe this is with work, or some sort of contract of some kind. The energy is kind of hard hitting. No kidding. I will say things do look up for you, astrologically speaking, at the end of May, especially when Venus is entering into Taurus, into your 10th house, into your career. There could potentially be a raise or more money coming in. That's always nice to hear, at least. But I'm sorry, it feels like this energy is heavy. I feel that sort of weight. And it's almost like trying to ride a bicycle underwater. And it's just so exhausting and so heavy. And I think this is also compounded with Mercury being retrograde. And Mercury is retrograding in Gemini. It will retrograde back into Taurus. So again, a lot of repeating themes here, a lot of reviewing things. What is my purpose in the world? What is my role in the world? Is this job working for me? Like, those could be questions that come up. You might also be feeling misunderstood by friends, or feeling like you just can't connect with people. It's really hard to network with people, and it's really hard to move forward. This energy is quite literally squaring against you, Leo. It might even be making a grand cross in some way. But we have the Five of Swords as the future here, where all of this is leading. You are figuring a way out of the situation. And it's almost by not fighting for things that aren't meant for you anymore. And honestly, that's kind of what Scorpio is all about, is letting go of those things. And we have the Emperor coming into power and into authority. This could represent another energy for some of you, especially if you are seeking out masculine energy, masculine partnership. This could also just be signifying success in career. Stepping into your kingdom, claiming your throne. That's a message that comes for me for you, or comes to me for you. Some of you are walking away from a controlling person and stepping back into your power. Because with the Five of Swords, sometimes that is a battle of wills, a battle of egos. But this Emperor feels very contained. So if you are in a power struggle, it's almost like being the bigger person. We have the Moon. Yeah, there's just big emotions all over this reading, isn't there? And the Three of Cups, finding connection with people again. This specifically feels like friendships or new groups of people, branching out. And what else do we have? We do have Jupiter entering your 5th house of pleasure, of creativity. I feel like with the Moon and maybe even the Three of Cups, you could be doing something creative, something that you enjoy, And you might even be doing something creative with other people or groups of people or people who just inspire you to be more creative. I do feel like there is actually some fun ahead here. It's not all heavy. But we do have the Knight of Cups. And that's showing up in the reverse. And whether this is a romantic relationship or friendship or maybe some combination, although I'm inclined to say that it is a romantic relationship that you are walking away from or that you are finally letting go of, I feel like it's just important for you to enjoy yourself and to not take things too seriously in relationships right now, because you really need to focus on yourself with the Emperor. Again, there could be a raise, there could be a promotion with the Ace of Coins. That makes sense with Venus entering into Taurus. And you could be doing something creative. And maybe there is a creative profession or creative work that you are doing that is bringing you money. And you might be working for yourself. That could be kind of a side hustle or a new career venture or a career you already have. But I feel like there are new opportunities here for growth. And it feels kind of material to me. Or this could be representing a move. There was something about a move potentially with the Eight of Cups in reverse. I actually almost think of this more as travel, really. There might be canceled traveled plans, but then there is a move that's still happening. And then finally, the Death card. I think I'm going to leave it off here with the Tarot. It really is about endings. And this is Scorpio energy. We have the Scorpio full moon, the lunar eclipse. This really is just a time of major purging. And the changes that are happening right now, they are, when I think of death, it's like permanent change. And it's the kind of change where it's like you just don't go back. And I think you've been stuck in a situation for so long, or stuck in a relationship, or stuck in a energy where it's like, you know, something has to be different, and you just can't go back. You can't entertain something anymore. You're opening options up again with the Three of Cups. And opening yourself up to new people and new experiences. Let me pull... I want to pull a moon card for you. From the Moonology Oracle deck. What do we have for Leo? Full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution. And I think that's kind of the ending or the change that's happening here. I do note that this also speaks of home and family again, so there could be a completion of a cycle there and the beginning of a new cycle. But really, it's like whatever it is that you've been holding on to or afraid to let go of has actually been creating more problems in your life. And I think you're going to find very quickly this month that when you let it go, there's a sort of relief or healing is finally taking place. And I actually do want to read this card to you from the book here. What do we have? So the full moon in Cancer. Things are likely to get heated as a full moon in Cancer is a super emotional sign. So there could be something of an explosion of feelings around now or surrounding your question. It's important to be sensitive to other people when you pull this card. There could be some very fine sensibilities around, so tread carefully as you move towards your goals or dreams. This card indicates an especially feminine time. It also heralds the time to deal with any family issues coming up. Nothing to worry about. It signals a challenge is now coming to an end. This card also suggests that both a domestic matter or private issue will soon come to head, and that is a great time to move house. The answer to your question lies in being a kind leader. This is the time for you to step up and agree to overcome your insecurities. That's all of this Emperor energy, by the way. Attune to the moon. It may be best to move towards what you want in a sideways manner. Additional meanings for this card. Meditate to soothe heightened emotions. Don't be clingy. Stop sulking. Have you had enough family time lately? The teaching. The heightened emotions of this Moon-Cancer combination can't be ignored. However, Cancer is one of the Moon's 2 home signs, along with Taurus. So astrologically speaking, the Moon loves to be in this sign. In fact, she rules Cancer. This means that with this card, there's a sense of all is well as it should be, or don't worry, all will be well soon. And it really is like whatever is happening, whatever has come up is what needed to happen for you to heal. I know that's a very basic kind of spiritual message, but that is what feels like this reading is kind of coming to. It's like this thing needed to end. This needed to be let go of. It's time to move forward. And there's more stability. What you want lies ahead of you, not behind you. And I want to pull an animal card for you too. And again, just to kind of reiterate, I do wonder if some of you have literally lived with this person who you're distancing yourself from, or if there was a marriage of some kind, or maybe the talk of marriage. Ha! And we have Lion, your energy. Yeah, this is all about you. And I'm feeling like by the time we're in your season, there's this total transformation that's happening. And you're coming into your power then. I'm feeling like there's something very significant happening for you personally in Leo season. And I think that's going to kind of be something that culminates in Cancer season as well. Kind of Cancer into Leo cusp sort of energy. But I feel like Leo season, there really is this rebirth. Especially if you are a Leo sun. But even if you're a Leo rising or Leo moon, it's like being in the season of that placement is really helping you step into that energy. I want to pull one more card for you, actually. I want to pull another moon card for you. Full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. We know. But there was this card about being a kind leader in the face of conflict, and that's something I was talking about earlier too with the Five of Swords and the Emperor. Don't get caught in a battle of will or ego. And we do actually have quite a bit of Aries energy this month. We have Mars entering into Aries, we have Jupiter entering into Aries, and the two are actually going to form a conjunction, I believe, on the 28th. And so there is this kind of explosive energy, but potentially a lot of growth and a lot of sudden movements. And again, there could be a sudden move that is happening, but it actually feels like a good one. And I feel like you're getting your fire back. You know, you've been in kind of watery energy. And then it's not until we have this Emperor energy that there is this sort of shift. And even with Lion, there's this fire energy, the alchemical symbol for fire at the top here. You do get your spark back. But there's so much water here right now. And I think that is everything. I hope this was helpful for you, Leo. I apologize that this was heavy. I hope that there were some useful bits in this that can help you if this did resonate. And if it didn't, you are more than welcome to check out another video for your rising or Venus sign. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. That does help me to continue putting out these messages. And again, all of my links are in the description box down below. If you'd like to support me on Patreon or get a reading or Reiki session with me, especially while they're on sale. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care, Leo.